guys, so I'm going to show you how I take down my hair from a braid out or whatever else have you, right? Alrighty, so I just get some shea butter and just kind of melt it between my fingers. Wow, wrong side. And then I smooth it on the ends and just kind of twirl it around the hair. I mean, you can go up and down the hair shaft if you want. I don't do all that. And then I just unravel it. Pretty simple. So that's basically what I do. Today, I'm kind of debating whether I want to actually wear the braid out itself just as an out style, or if I want to style it again in a style like how I did yesterday, which was the Greek goddess. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that particular style again or just something of the sort. I have 3 braids here, so I'll take all 3 down with you guys. So the way I braid it overnight is I basically just kind of braid the hair until I get down to like a reasonable, okay, so for this braid I braided all the way down to like here, and then I twisted the rest of the way down and then twirled it around my finger. It just gives it a nice finish. And plus sometimes you can't really braid all the way to the end because there's just not enough hair, so that's why I basically just twist at the end. So I guess it's like a braid and twist. Yeah. So that's all. And just kind of, especially around the front parts, I take them out really carefully. Because you don't really want too much frizz around the front. And the back, who cares? Whatever. But the front, you really want to separate and take out the braids. Separate the braided sections, and take out the braids really easy or really carefully. So basically, each braid you took a loose should have 3 parts per section because there's 3 pieces to make a braid. And so what I'll do is go ahead and separate those 3 sections. So I'll show you. So here's one of the sections from one of the braids. This one is already kind of separating itself a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and finish separating that all the way. But what you can do is look at the section itself and see where it wants to naturally separate. You see it wants to naturally separate here. That's where I would separate. Don't try to separate where the hair doesn't want to naturally separate, otherwise it will frizz. So to tell where it wants to naturally separate, just kind of pull the hair a little bit, just separate it, and you'll see that there'll be like natural gaps in between the section, and that's where you want to separate the hair, where it naturally gaps. So you just kind of, I like to tug it. I'm sorry, the lighting is a little messed up, guys. And just kind of separate a little bit, and then you can see the natural gaps, and that's where you want to separate. So see how it gets a little fuller? The reason why you want to separate the 3 original sections is because you want your hair to, you want it fuller. You don't really want it to look all thin. And then it'll also help with disguising the parts, because you don't want anybody to know your business about how you got this gorgeous hair unless you want to tell them. They don't need to know your business, right, guys? They just need to know that your hair is just gorgeous, period. Okay? And so we're just going to keep separating, moving on up. Separate, separate. Find the chunky pieces. Okay? Now, some people like to add more shea butter during this separation part. That's fine, too, if you want. I don't really do all that because when I'm rebraiding at night, I add a little shea butter. So when you're starting your hair for the week, you really want to make sure that I'm sorry, guys. I get really distracted when I'm trying to talk and do stuff. You really want to make sure that when you start the beginning of the week with your braid out, especially if you're trying to keep it in all week or whatever have you, you want to make sure that you just use a little shea butter, because you'll probably be adding some as the week goes by. You don't really want your hair to be like greasy and disgusting. So, little goes a long way. I'm just going to separate this section as well, because I didn't do that. Like I said, you really want to be very, 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 very careful with the front, because this sucker will frizz on you. And at the end of the day, if it frizzes on you in the front and it's not looking all that cute, you always have the option of styling your braid out as opposed to wearing it out as you originally planned. Okay, so that is basically what I do. Nothing too extravagant, too difficult, nothing of the sort. What I like to go ahead and do then is shake the roots. Shaking the roots with your fingers and kind of separating helps with volume and part disguising. I just shake with my fingers. I just kind of, go in there, dig and shake. Be gentle. Yeah, that's basically it. This gives you more volume, helps disguise the parts. It's kind of fun. I like to do that. And I just kind of shake. This provides me with more volume and more part disguising and separation and whatever else. All these things kind of contribute to that whole goal there. So, I don't know if I'm going to wear this out as is, because, it was a decent braid out, but I didn't do it nice enough. Like, I didn't do my braids nice enough last night to want to wear it out. I planned on styling it today. So I will make that decision in a second after this video. Let's see. I'll show you the back. I'm going to fluff it a little bit more. Sorry, guys. Hopefully the parts are disguised. If not, I'll just go and disguise them more if I decide to wear it out. Oops. Ta-da! Okay. So that's basically it. I'll go play in my mirror right now and go and see how I feel about this braid out, and make my decisions from there as to what to do with my hair. I'll try and take pictures of the results. If I decide to wear it out, I'll show you what I do with it. If I decide to go ahead and style it, I'll probably do a video on the style or something. I will let you guys know. So I will see you ladies later. Bye!